it's me, Ebony Fashionista, here to come and do a money saving video when it comes to these babies, these beautiful and amazing Bath and Body Works candles. If you like me, when the fall time comes, I want my house to smell like fresh apple pie. I want it to smell like pumpkin pecan waffles. I want it to smell like cinnamon and sugar and crisp morning air, and ooh, I just want all the smells of the season in my house when fall time comes. But your sis is on a budget, so I'm gonna show you guys some tips on how you can make the best of what you have and get the best for your coins. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on into the video. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, my name is Ebony, aka Ebony Fashionista. So let's hop on into it. So the first step, well, the first tip I'd like to give you guys is to analyze how many candles you need in your house at one time burning. So for me, I like to have one. Actually, I need to have one on both of these sides of my kitchen. I need to have one in my living room. I need to have one in each of my bathrooms and one in my room. So essentially, 5 to 6 candles I like to have burning in my house at one time. So when I am going to look on bathandbodyworks.com or going to the store, I only have 5 candles. That's my limit. That's all I can buy. But before I do that, the next step is to look at what I have in my hands, what is in my inventory. So usually when fall time comes, I put all my summer candles in a crate and pull all the fall ones out. So once I get my fall ones out, I have to look through them and see, are they still any good? Are they low? Are the wicks intact? Are they looking funny? Are they smelling funny? Do I need to replace any of them? So that's the next thing I do before I spend money, because you might think you need to buy 5 candles, and in actuality, you only need to buy 2. And that actually was my case. So let me show you guys how I kind of went through it to figure this out. So I have some of my fall candles right here. So for example, this one right here. This says the Hello Sugar Warm Apple Pie Candle. Now I'm not sure if they make this anymore or not, but I love this candle so dearly. You see, I still have plenty of it left. So this is a functioning candle in my eyes. So right now, I'm not gonna replace it. I don't know if I can replace it. So that takes me from needing 5 new candles to only 4, all right? Now let's move on to the next one. Now this one's a little interesting. This is the Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow Candle. Now this one, it looks pretty full as well. It's not, you know, it's not like down here or anything like that, but it looks a little funny. You see, the coloration is kind of off. So what I need to do at this point is to smell it. Okay, still smells good. Check the wicks, make sure the wicks are intact, they're not wonky or falling apart, or I can't light them anymore. They look pretty good and a good tack to me. So I don't really need to replace this Vanilla Marshmallow Pumpkin or Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow. This one is good. So instead of needing 4 candles, now I only need 3 candles, okay? So we're gonna keep on rolling down my, aisle of candles. So the next candle I have is Leaves. Obviously, as you can see, this is on the low. So I'm gonna need to either replace this or get something different, because each year they have different candles and different packagings and all this stuff. So okay, we can acknowledge that I need 1 candle at the moment. I need 1, okay? Next candle is one of my favorites, and this is the Cinnamon Spice Vanilla. This candle smells so good. I like this in my beauty area, and I just really love this candle. But because it's like this, I can't see what it looks like on the inside, so I have to kind of look, against the shadow and see how far it is and look in there. And it looks pretty low. Looks like I might get another 2 weeks out of this candle, so I'm gonna need to replace it. So I'm gonna need to buy 2 new candles so far. Then I'm looking at this one. This is my pumpkin pecan waffle. I'm not completely low. It doesn't look funny. Smells still good, so I'm good on that one. Next one is my salted caramel. This one is extremely low, but because I'm getting 2 new ones already, I don't need to replace it, so I think I'm doing good. Last but not least is Cider Lane. As you can see, there's plenty left in here. Smells amazing. Wicks are intact. So based off my evaluation, I have, 7 candles right here? 7 candles right here. And 3 of them are no good, 4 of them are still functional. I really only need 4 to 5. I really only need 5 to 6 candles burning in my house at once. So I really am gonna only choose to replace 2 of them, okay? So by doing this, you can see, okay, what do I really have? You can take a better look at what do I really have, what do I really need, And so then you can make a decision, okay, I want to get two new candles. From there, you can decide, I want to replace the exact candle or I want to try something new. Regarding the trying something new, and I don't know how this got lower. I feel like it was much higher. I feel like I'm ducking way lower than I was earlier. But regarding trying something new, I really highly suggest to you, do not go based off of the hype. All over YouTube and on Instagram and Pinterest, everybody talks about like sweater weather and flannel and campfire donut and stuff like that. And I highly suggest, if you cannot get into the store to smell it, you need to read the notes. The notes are your friend, boo-boo. The notes are your friends, okay? So I'm gonna give you a quick example of how reading the notes or going in the store and smelling it instead of going based off the hype will help you out. So, for example, everybody nowadays is in love and thinks that flannel is the fall, quintessential fall fragrance. And so when I was thinking about, okay, I need 2 new candles, should I get flannel? I was looking at the notes and it kind of smells like man, just based off the notes. So then I went in the store, smell it, it smells like man. So if you are a single woman and you ain't had a man in your house in a long time, and it's cold outside and it's cuddle season, but you're trying to live right and not cuddle, and get into something you ain't supposed to get into, then maybe flannel's for you. But I'm married, I got a husband, my house smells like man and socks and cologne sometimes and stuff like that. So flannel's not for me. I don't need flannel. So instead of getting flannel, I'll show you what else I got in my little bag right over here. Another thing is sweater weather. Sweater weather, everybody talks about sweater weather. They've been talking about sweater weather for years. When I used to only have 1 candle for each season, they was talking about sweater weather for years. And so I've always said I want to try it, but when I read the notes online, I was like, that doesn't sound like something that's really intriguing, that needs to be at the top of my list. There's some other stuff I want to try. But honey, when I went in that store and smelled sweater weather, I was like, they ain't playing no games. Sweater weather is the stuff, okay? The stuff. It's it, okay? Sweater weather is it. Woo, I love that candle. It smells so good. So, you gotta read the notes if you can't get in the store, but if you can get in the store, smell those candles. Don't just go based off the hype of what everybody else said, because everybody's nose is different, everybody's preference is different, and I would hate for you to get a candle based off what somebody said or based off the title. Sometimes the title smells different than what the candle smells different than what the title describes. So that's why I always say read them notes. I always say go and smell it. Don't go based off the hype, because you don't want to waste your money on a candle that you really don't like, okay? So those are my quick money saving tips. Also, I did want to let you guys know that there are some really important times where you can get candles. I'm not trying to say, don't get more than 2 or don't get more than 5. But I'm saying if there's not a really good sale that makes it worth your while, hold off, because it will be worth it. In November, it's between, I think it's after Thanksgiving and before Christmas. I think it's the end of November or beginning of December. They have the $8 candle sale. So if you've been waiting on something all year long and you've been holding on your coins and you've been doing good, then I would say go wild at the $8 sale, because you can get like 4 candles for the price of 1, and most of the times they usually have like 20% off on top of that and some other coupons. So that's the time to go crazy. And if you really got a little bit of extra money, I would say you can go crazy at the $9.50 flash sales that they have. You can go crazy at the $10.99 sales. And the very least, I would say you must buy it. You just have to buy it. I would say wait until you get the $12.99 sale with the 10 off of 30, because then you can get 2 or 3 candles and you only spending like $25, and it's cheaper that way. So that's my suggestions for you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the 2 candles that I ended up getting, because I only needed to get 2 instead of 5 with my money saving tips. Okay, so first candle is obviously sweater weather. I had to get it. It smells so good. I have not burned it because I'm not trying to burn any of my new ones until I burn out all my old ones. And you guys see my old ones are almost, they're getting there. They're getting there. I'm burning them every day. And then the other one I got is a candle called Gather. This packaging is so cute. It smells so freaking good. This is a mix of that homey, bacon cookies smell, but it also smells like, apple, like I walk through an apple orchard or something like that. So I really love Gather. It has a really, really nice fragrance to it, and it's different. That's another thing I want to say. It's different than Cider Lane. You need to, when you have things that have similar names, you need to read the notes, because some of them are too close for comfort, and you might begin, you know, something that's really similar. So I'm gonna give you a quick comparison. So I was really wanting to get the caramel apple, but then I realized that, okay, I have Cider Lane. I don't need to have caramel apple and Cider Lane. That's too similar. Well, I verified my thought when I looked at the list. They both have glazed caramel. No, they have Granny Smith apples and golden caramel, and both of them, Granny Smith apples and golden caramel, except for in caramel apple they have what is that, vanilla cream, and then in the Cider Lane they have clove and spiced cinnamon, something like that. So that's the only difference between those two candles. That's too similar. I'm not gonna get caramel apple when I have Cider Lane. It only is a two note difference. No, that's too close. If something is too close like that, don't get it. Get one or the other. Do not get both. So yeah, that's something that's really important, is to compare and contrast the candles, because you can have three. Because, you know, for me, I like apple stuff, so I can have 3 candles in my cart, and they don't even say apple in the title, but they all got apple in the name, in the notes. So it's really important to read that as well, because it can get you. And you be like, man, these smell way too close, way too similar to have them all. So that will always help you to eliminate something. If you look at the notes and they have too many similar notes, you'll be like, okay, I like this one more than this one. It's too close. Put that one down. You know what I'm saying? So just always want to help you guys to make the best decision on your purchases, and make sure you optimize what you have at home. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.